Alright, how's everyone doing? I'm Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So hopefully you're getting ready to see some ab workout type of stuff I do. And I don't want to sit here and lie to you and say I have some incredible 6-pack, 8-pack, 4-pack, or any of that bullshit. I don't have that. I'm going on 50 years old. I love eating Italian foods. But what I do have for the most part is a pretty strong stomach. I've been working out for basically, I don't know, the last 35 years, pretty hardcore. I know a lot of different things on how to actually make your abs pretty strong. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to be doing a voiceover. But I don't want you to think that I'm some guy who's incredible at abs, who has had, when I was younger, I had great abs. Then I got older and I got a lot bigger. And then I kind of downsized now. But I'm still around 200 pounds, but my stomach is still very strong. I do a bunch of different exercises regarding abs. And I'm going to be shooting another video, or a bunch of other videos regarding different things. This was just some of the things I did. And again, this isn't my exact workout that I do. I kind of just want to show beginners or intermediate some things to do regarding abs and how to bring the intensity and keep squeezing and focusing in on your abs. All right. I'm also going to be putting up videos on chest, tries, buys, shoulders, back, and legs, and swimming as well. You might want to check that out. And what else do I got? If you want to learn anything more about who I am, just go to richcelenza.com and you'll find tons of different things on me regarding that. And also I have a podcast called The Rich Celenza Show. WTF are you talking about? I talk a lot about different things regarding fitness, and on my YouTube channel I'm also going to be posting all different places I go to, including all different gyms all over North America, my favorite Italian restaurants, car shows, and many other things. So you might want to check that out as well. And if you get a chance, subscribe. All right, let's get into this ab workout.
All right, let's jump right into this. Basically, I'm going to start doing half crunch, half leg lifts here. And I'm not going to bore you with tons of different styles, so I'm going to incorporate all of them that I do exactly the way I do them. And I also look at this as kind of a warm-up of my upper body. A lot of times I do abs first because I'm older now and I want to make sure my core, I have a lot of strength and energy when working out. But here we go. Very simple. Just doing some leg lifts there. In between, before, as you can tell, I was doing some twist. This, I kind of just do a leg extension out leg lift. This really hits me deep. And as you can tell, my stomach, I am by no means some fit, tight guy down there. But I can assure you one thing, my stomach is pretty damn strong. I will tell you that much. And it can do a lot of things that most people I know, not even close to my age, can do. And I can just keep going. I also built a lot of cardio doing this. Then I just hold it. Sometimes I do negatives. Sometimes like I said, I just crunch the shit out of it. I don't come all the way up anymore for sit-ups. Just kind of hurts. There's a stretch at the end. Again, a lot of abs for me is stretching and getting ready to do my upper body. But yeah, there you go. All right, get on up. All right, here we go. This started to hurt my wrist over the years, but I still do them once in a while, depending on how I feel. Just left to right. You know this thing. The wheel, the mini wheel, they got different versions now. I go straight. I go left to right. Hold it. I'm not about speed until it's kind of more or less the end. I'm just trying to build that core and also try to strengthen my lower back. That's how I look at it. I go on my knees. I used to go on my toes. Again, at my age, I just didn't feel it was starting to pinch my lower back. So I'm really, this way I can squeeze my abs, concentrate on my abs. And there, now I'm going very slow, which is pretty complicated actually, especially if you've never done these before. Come on up, it gets a little shaky. I love doing negatives, and then I also love just kind of repping things out, which I'll do in a few minutes. But yeah, just the smoothness of it, just coming right back. And as you'll be able to tell, I'll start picking up the pace more. At the beginning, I like to just do, like I said, just hold and squeeze. Keep squeezing your abs. I think that's what most people don't do when they're doing abs. They just kind of go through the motions. Always concentrate on your abs, man, or any body part. Put your mind in the muscle. Right there, nothing is phasing me. I don't even know the world exists. All I'm doing is squeezing my abs. Right there, I love this to hit the entire, for me, it hits the whole area of the ab. The sides, the lower, the mid, high, everything for me. This thing's a great exercise, but like I said, be careful. It does take a toll sometimes on your forearms and joints. All right, let's go into the crawl. Some people call these animal crawls, Spider-Man crawls, crossover, leg, whatever the hell you want to call it. But here we go. These I think are awesome. For starters, I just go elbow to elbow underneath my body. Now I'm going above. And I'm kind of just getting ready to really blast the shit out of this. It's kind of almost a warm-up right here, and then you'll see I start to get much more intense. I start to bring my legs a lot higher, and then not only do I go left to right, I start coming to my chest as well. So I kind of incorporate all these things like that right there. So there's 3 different styles here I'm showing. You can do each style independently, or you can do them like I do them. I'm just always looking to shock my body. Catch my breath. I like jumping up and down, and I really, like as you could tell here, I'm really trying to get above my shoulder for me. Really crunch my lower abs and the sides as well. And then here I just start busting them out, man. This is amazing at the end, but just make sure you have enough wind. Keep going, keep crawling like you're going up a mountain. Then I'm trying to hold my own here. It's starting to kick my ass. Just keep crunching, and then I go at it again. Keep going at it till I run out of breath and can't do any more. All right, I love getting into these. Not only do I do these for abs, I also do this for my jump routine. If you get a chance, you might want to check out Rich Celenza incredible jump routine. But yeah, I start off just kind of lifting my legs, but as time goes on, I keep going higher and higher. I believe this is amazing for not only working both sides of your abs, but also warming up your glutes, your hams, your quads, even your calves and shins. So yeah, I love this movement. You just got to really be careful you don't pull something. I walk forward, I walk backwards. I try a bunch of different things, but definitely if you want to get some great balance and an ab burn, especially in your lower abs, this is the movement. All right, here's my bread and butter. Chin up / leg lift piece of equipment. And I'm just going to come straight to the chest there for a couple and then straight up just to stretch. I hold it up there. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do that flexibility-wise, but whatever. But yeah, I do that just for stretching and getting ready. But at the beginning, just some nice leg lifts. I try to keep total control. Then I go into a right-left twist. I get a nice burn on the side of my abs. And then you're going to see me do my one-leggers. I love this more than anything. Hits each side of the ab area individually. I'm not, again, trying to use momentum to lift my legs, trying to control every single movement. Now back straight up, kind of coming down, controlling that, just not, just winging it up and down. And then back to coming to the chest. Now I've showed you 4 different styles I use. You can just use one individually, or I incorporate all these into each one. I at least do 2 sets of these. As far as repetitions go, I could do 20 up to 40. It just depends on what I feel. Sometimes I do negatives, but back to the one-leggers. I'm telling you, if you can master those, it is awesome. And again, I'm not saying you have the fittest stomach, but I can assure you have a very strong stomach. There you go. Come on up. Knock out those last ones. There we go. Woo! Kicking the ass. All right, let's jump on this Life Fitness machine here for abs. I know they're in a lot of LA Fitnesses, 24-hour fitnesses, Lifetime Fitnesses, and I don't love it necessarily, but what I do like about this, it's more of a warm-up for me. I like a lot more freedom when I'm doing abs to be able to move fluently left, right, up, down. But in this case, I just do giant sets, which is basically me starting off at a lighter weight, and then I just keep kind of increasing the weight. And that really works for me on this type of piece of equipment. I really like to build up the burn in my stomach. And sometimes I'll reverse it. I will do a double or a triple down type set movement where basically you start at a heavier weight and then you kind of go up and make it easier or lighter. But this is really more of a warm-up. That's what I like about it. And again, just keep squeezing the abs. Most people do not focus on their abs. And for one, there's another thing. I just start crunching. I do all different types of squeezing there. Some is rapid, some is slow. Now I'm pretty sure that's a Matrix ab machine. I like this one a little better. It's a little wider with the grip, and I love having weight behind me and crunching. A little more freedom there, but again, keep concentrating on your abs. I'm pretty sure I'm doing, again, a giant set, putting more and more weight on there. Sometimes I go down, I hold. Sometimes I go down and do negatives, and then sometimes I just rep it out. It just depends on what I feel. But yeah, I may only do a couple of these max. But there you go. Very simple. And when you're doing this type of equipment, please learn how to breathe and get the most out of it. Just don't do like 10 or 12. You want to really rep the shit out of this. Hold it. Squeeze those abs. Yeah, there you go. Hold and then rep. Just go with what you feel and try to get as much, blood flow, or just get as much burn as you can into that stomach area. Jump into abs here. So this piece of equipment here, I kind of like, but I think it's actually been hurting my neck and my back as time goes on. But I thought I'd throw it in here. I know a lot of people use it. You have this hammer strength style. You also have it, you could use it with free weights as well. It's a machine that you just add the 45s or quarters on. I do get a nice burn out of it, I'm not going to lie, but it always seems like when I'm done, next day or two, I just hurt my neck. So I'm not sure if this is definitely the piece of equipment, but I think it is, but I still like it. And as you can see, I'm kind of, sometimes I go fast, sometimes I go slow. I hold it for 1/1000, but I love doing the negative on this more than anything. And as you can see, I'm not the type of guy at my age who has a six-pack, but I do a lot of stomach, believe it or not. It's pretty strong for my age. And I also mainly eat Italian food, so it could be a lot bigger, my stomach. But nonetheless, that is how I do it. Very simple. Couldn't be easier to do. So these are the one-armers I do, which I twist. If you could see my leg, I put my right leg underneath there, and I grab it over the shoulder, and I go to the side of my head. That is the side that I have my legs locked under, and I crunch. And this gives me a great side burn. Again, it may be hurting my neck, and I saw a video not long ago saying this piece of equipment is not that good for you, but nonetheless, I still kind of like it, I'm not going to lie. And having weight behind your head and doing abs is always, in my idea, or my perception, a very good thing because it really builds up strength in your core. So yeah, and then I did them slow, negatives, and then I pound some out. And man, I'll tell you, when you're done with this style, your sides are pretty damn rocked. I actually like this a lot better than what I do with both hands behind going straight. I really get a great crunch on this. And make sure you got enough breath because you're doing both sides. A lot of people do a great one side and then you jump to the other and you're out of breath, you're fatigued. So make sure you balance that out and you always have enough to do both sets properly and you get the right balance. Because I'm telling you, I just see people all the time doing things like this and they do 15 or 20 reps and then they go to the next one, they can only do 8 because they're out of juice. So you want to balance that. There you go. Yeah, crunch it out. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of abs actually over the last, I don't know, 10 years. Oh yeah, then I jump in and do this at the end. The weight's not a lot, but I like to just get that added bonus in there. It really starts to burn my abs big time, especially on my upper ab, right underneath my chest. It's a really good crunch. All right, now these twisty treats or whatever the hell you want to call them, not bad. I'm not going to say they're awesome. But I do get a nice little burn on this. The only thing is, I look at it more almost as a stretching movement than I do almost my abs or my core. I do feel it around the handle area, and it goes pretty smooth. But when I'm done with it, I got a nice blood flow going, and it builds up some adrenaline. I don't know why, but I like doing this before a lot of times I go to work out, especially back. I do a lot of warm-ups regarding working out. I don't know if you watch any of my videos. But this, I get a nice burn. I try to do 15 to 20 of them. And here, I got another video because, I kind of do them differently. Sometimes I do them fast. Sometimes I go and I hold them. It just depends. And then sometimes I even do a negative on them. So that's the one thing I have two of these to explain to you is just because it's the same type of equipment and the same movement, you can do them in many different ways. And yeah, and like I was saying earlier, I was doing abs actually 6 to 8 before I did any upper body, which now it's basically made me fatigued, but I really got great ab workouts out of it instead of always waiting till the end to do it. Because a lot of times at the end I'm exhausted. I kept skipping abs, so I did them before, but now I'm trying to balance it out, maybe a couple before and a couple after. But yeah, try to keep those abs going, especially if you're going on middle-aged, man. You really want to make sure you're working your core. It's so important. Yeah, so this piece of equipment, it's in some gyms, not others. I like it. Twist, comes straight down. I get a great, again, more of an upper. And I'm pissed off because I don't have a video on this one with my lower, which I usually do on a dip bar. I do leg lifts. But in this case, you just kind of crunch down. And I get a really good ab workout out of this. Just take your time. Be careful you're not straining your neck or your back and you're squeezing your abs at all times. I see a lot of people go too heavy on this movement. I actually even do rotations where I go left to right and do different things. Not sure if I do it here. It was so long ago I took this video. But yeah, I love this, and you have to understand, if you're not squeezing your abs, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's not just about the movement. Breathe and squeeze. Keep squeezing those abs, man. All right, let's hit some more lower abs. On the decline, I grab the handle and I come up, twist. I'm always twisting. I just like to be flexible, but that works best for me. I'm hitting all the sides, as you could tell, and the center, and I come straight up. Those are brutal. And again, I forgot to do the ones on the dip bar, a video. I thought I had one, I don't, but yeah, straight up. I do all this crazy shit, toes straight up, and then I go wide. I do all these different things because I just want to constantly shock my abs. And I also want to make them fatigue. And this also helps me a lot with my flexibility. At least it does for me. But I do a lot of stretching, so I'm able to do this for a lot of people. Probably my size or my age can't even come close to doing this. But I go low like that. I go high. I twist. You can do whatever you want. I do one-leggers too, which is brutal. But I love the one-leggers. All right, let's just jump on this ab machine. A bunch of different companies make them. And I crunch, but I keep my legs in the air, as you could tell. I don't always rest them. So there I'm doing one-leggers. And then I'll go into two-leggers. Again, I may do a whole set of one-leggers or two. There's something I do as well where I just spread them way out and come in deep. Man, those just blow me out. Again, trying different things when you're working out. Don't just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Be careful on this. Your neck sometimes, I think, gets a little bent, as you could tell, so make sure. But I don't rest my legs on there and crunch. I get a much better workout at the beginning, keeping them off. Then at the end, when I'm fatigued, I was just about to say, then I go on there. But for the most part, I want to keep my legs off of that. For me, I just get a much better burn, and I squeeze and crunch. Keep crunching. Keep going. There you go. All right, now we're jumping into planking. I'm not going to lie. I don't always plank. It aggravates me. It puts a lot of stress on my lower back, my elbows, my joints. I can do it. Those I'm just kind of rotating right and left. When I just sit there, or whatever you want to call it, I just get bored planking. So I try to incorporate different things. So I'm spinning on my toes. For me, I get a much better burn. And it starts to become very fatigued very fast. So I like doing that rotation, and then I just stand there. Obviously just plank, wait, concentrate, but I definitely like moving my feet that way back and forth. Better than just that for long periods of time. But yeah, a lot of people love it. I'm not the biggest planker. Off and on, I haven't done it in a while. It aggravates me. I need more action, and God bless the people that like them. I don't feel that good when I'm doing them. Yeah, I do different styles, obviously on the elbows, and then I go there. I move positions too, because I like to feel different burns throughout my body, and that works really well for me. So yeah, there's me planking for the most part. No big deal. All right, let's do some sit-ups on a decline. This is just something I got off my friend. You can use any type of weight. I'm just using a quarter here. Sometimes I put it behind my head, sometimes I don't. In this case, I'm just going up and down. Just getting a little added, I guess you could say, weight to it. And then sometimes I almost press it. But yeah, I like that as well. These are just standard. I go left to right. Again, I'm always moving left to right for me. I like to hit both sides of my abs. Just straight up and down just bores me. And again, I'm trying different ways that I put my hand. I crossed my arms. I put them behind. Sometimes it's just whatever I feel I do regarding abs, but I don't get stuck in one way. Yeah, those are really cool. I love going that way, up and down. And then again, I'll grab the weight. Again, trying different things all the time is what I'm about. So I don't get caught just doing one thing one way. Yeah. Usually I also use a 45 too. I didn't use it here, but yeah, there's just some ab workouts I do. There we go.